Don't tell me I have to hit the record button on this one.
Yeah, we want to do the game, but not.
Not this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Morris Johnson Stadium at tonight's football game between the Bryan County Red Raiders and the Bryan County Redskins. Tonight is senior night. We're going to honor 22 seniors. 3 that we've already honored at the last home game are away at the cheerleading championships in Columbus, Georgia, but tonight we honor our remaining 22 seniors that participate in our football program, our band program, our cheerleading program, and our cross-country program. However, at this time, I would like to ask everyone to please stand and let's observe a moment of silence. It's been brought to my attention that a family in Bryan County lost 2 young family members to a fire yesterday. And we would like to remember that family. Gavin Dale Newman, age 3, and Randall Newman III, age 4, lost their lives tragically in this fire. Other family members are still in the hospital in Augusta. So if you will, please take a moment of silence to remember them. Then remain standing for the invocation to be given by Miss Marquia Stevens, and then remain standing to honor America in the playing of our national anthem by the Raider Regiment.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Marquia Stevens, sophomore at Bryan County High School. After following the short message, if you would please remain standing and join me in the Lord's Prayer. As we all know, it's senior night tonight. Our seniors have grown up with us, been to school with us, picked on us sometimes, but now it's almost time for them to go on and go their separate ways. I wish all the seniors the best of luck growing into the successful young men and women they're destined to be. Remember to always keep God first in everything you do. Now please join me in saying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Once again, I want to welcome you to Morris Johnson Stadium and Senior Night. At this time, we're going to recognize our senior football members. The first senior football player is Romeo Carino. He is the son of Angela and Lionel Lopez. His activities have been FFA for 4 years, tennis for 4 years, Spanish club 4 years, basketball 2 years. He has also been a member of the first team all-region tennis team, and his future plans are to go to college to become a physician's assistant. Our next senior is Mr. Richard Crawford. He is the son of Laretha Sims. His activities include football for 3 years, Spanish club for 1 year, track for 2 years, and basketball for 2 years. He has won the Slugger Hammer Award, Superior Defense Award, Best Linebacker, and 3rd in region track. His future plans are to play college football and to own his own business. Our next senior is Kyrie Jenkins. He is the son of Mamie and Reuben Woodbury. His activities have been football for 4 years. He's been to the Red Raider camp, and he is a member of the St. James AM&E Church. His future plans are to attend Albany State or Valdosta State to major in physical education. Our next senior is DeJuan Merritt. He is the son of Nicole and Robert Merritt. His activities have been football for 4 years, basketball for 3 years, baseball for 4 years, FFA for 1 year, and the Red Raider camp. His awards are 2nd team All-Region fullback, 1st All-Region fullback, baseball region championship, and he was this year's homecoming king. His future plans are to attend college and become a coach. Our next senior is Tyjon Mosby. He is the son of Staria and Patrick Batten. He has played football for 2 years, basketball for 4 years, and been a member of the FFA for 1 year. And he is a member of the First African Baptist Church. His future plans are to go to Valdosta State and major in physical education, and to also become a coach. Our next senior is Matthew Thrift. He is the son of Robin and Edmund Thrift. His activities have been football for 4 years, basketball for 2 years, FFA for 2 years, and he is a member of the Shady Grove Baptist Church. His awards include 1st team All-Region quarterback, 2nd team All-Region defensive back, and he is a member of the All-Academic team. His future plans are to attend college and to become a sports therapist. Our next senior is TJ Wiley. He is the son of Regina Thomas and Terry Wiley. His activities include football and basketball. His awards are he was elected 2nd team All-Region in Region 1 AAA as a kicker. His future plans are to attend college and play football, major in criminal justice, or to become a physician's assistant. Our next senior is Deshaun Williams. He is the son of Lily and Josh Williams. His activities include a member of the FFA for 2 years, basketball for 4 years, and a member of the Raider camp. He also attends Mount Sinai Evangelistic Church. His future plans are to go to college, major in physical education, and later become a coach. Our last football senior is Greg Wright. He is the son of Angela Wright, and he is being escorted tonight by his mom, Sherry Wilcox, and Miss Melissa Taylor. His activities include basketball for 4 years, track for 4 years, football for 2 years, FFA for 2 years, and cross country for 2 years. His awards include Basketball Defensive Player of the Year in 2010, 2011, and a track Most Valuable Runner in 2012. Greg plans to attend a private college and play football, and Greg plans to own his own business one day. Now we want to recognize the 3 members of our football cheerleading squad. Our first cheerleader is Miss Justice Grant. She is the daughter of Brandy Green and Isaac Grant. Her activities include the FCCLA Club for 1 year and the Spanish Club for 3 years. Her awards have been Junior and Senior Homecoming Court and also Junior Superlative as the best dressed. Her future plans are to join the United States Navy as a naval nurse and then to attend South Georgia College for 4 years and on to Valdosta State, she says, to further her education. Our next senior is Miss Lisa Lynch. She is the daughter of Tracy Davis, and she is being escorted tonight by Miss Keisha Holmes. Her activities include track, band, football cheerleading, basketball cheerleading, and the Spanish club. Her future plans are to attend Trevecchia Nazarene University and pursue a career in anesthesiology. Our last senior football cheerleader is Miss Laura Torres. She is the daughter of Maria Zuninga. Her activities include football cheerleading for 3 years, basketball cheerleading for 2 years, student council for 3 years, the FBLA for 1 year, and the Spanish club for 1 year. Her awards are Junior Superlative, Most Spirited, and Coaches Award in cheerleading. Her future plans are to go to South Georgia College, then transfer to Valdosta State to become a doctor. Now on to our senior band members. Our first senior band member is Brittany Bush. She is the daughter of Melissa Bush, and she is being escorted by John and Melissa Rifle. Her activities are band for 4 years and Spanish club for 2 years. Her future plans are to go to college for culinary arts and business, and she says to own her own bakery. Our next band senior is Miss Mariah Gibbs. She is the daughter of Betty and Derek Gibbs. Her activities have been Beta Club for 3 years, Spanish Club for 2 years, basketball for 4 years, track for 4 years, band for 1 year, and she is a member of the First African Baptist Church. Her awards include a region champ in track in 2009-2010, a region championship in the shot put and the discus in 2010-2011. Also a region championship in the shot put and the discus 2011-2012. Most valuable in track 2011-2012, and 5th in the state in shot put 2011-2012. Her future plans are to attend Valdosta State and major in early childhood education, then transfer to Duke University and major in nursing. Our next senior band member is Chance Hedden. He is the son of Angie and Mark Cothran. His activities include band for 4 years and Spanish club for 1 year, and a member of the FCCLA for 1 year. His future plans are to go to OCT and get a degree in locomotive engineering. Our next senior band member is Justin Miles. He is the son of Charity and Jody Miles. He's been a member of the Spanish Club for 3 years, the FFA for 2 years, the band for 7 years, and the Antioch Baptist Church as a member for 4 years. His future plans are to join the United States Army in Intel Communication and attend college to major in computer engineering. Our next senior band member is Miss Amber Perryman. Amber is the daughter of Carol Lee Youngblood and Carlos Youngblood and John Perryman and Patty Perryman. Her activities include the Beta Club, the Search Club, the Spanish Club. She's been the president of the FBLA. She's the drum major for the Raider Regiment. Her awards include the Hugh O'Brien Youth Ambassador Award. She was chosen to represent Bacon County High School in the Governor's Honors Program and rated Superior Drum Major at Pierce County Sound of Silver Festival. Her future plans to become an airborne cryptolinguist with the Air Force. Our next senior, Mr. Drew Porter. He is the son of Brian and Sandy Porter. His activities include the Beta Club for 3 years, Spanish Club for 3 years, the band for 4 years. He is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. His future plans are to attend Georgia Tech and earn a degree in aerospace engineering. Our next senior band member is Mr. Andrew Rogers. He is the son of Cindy and Jimmy Rogers. He is a member of the tennis team. His awards are Superior Percussionist, and his future plans are to go to college to become an entrepreneur. Our next senior band member is Marcus Adam Sellers. He is the son of Donnie Sellers and Keisha Sellers, and he is a member of the Red Raider Regiment. His awards are the Band Letter Certificate, Music Participation Award, High Brass Section Leader. His future plans are to attend Okefenokee Technical College to acquire a degree in welding and machine fabrication. Our next senior band member is Mr. Dallas Spivey. He is the son of Sabrina and Joel Spivey. His activities include band for 4 years, Beta Club for 3 years, and a member of the HOSA Club for 4 years. His future plans are to go into the Navy and become a doctor. Our next senior is a member of 2 squads. She is a member of the band, and she is also our first cross-country member, and that is Miss Andrea Heflin. She is the daughter of Pinky and Lane Heflin. Her activities include 4-H for 4 years, Spanish Club for 2 years, Beta Club for 3 years, Fellowship of Christian Athletes for 2 years, basketball for 4 years, cross-country 1 year, and the band for 4 years, as well as track for 1 year. Her awards have been Most Valuable Player in basketball. Her future plans: graduate from college with a degree in marine biology and physical therapy, and then own SeaWorld one day. And last but not least, Miss Nakendra Smith. Nakendra is the daughter of Rhonda Smith and Barry Dunham. Her activities are basketball for 4 years, cross-country 1 year. She was on the homecoming court in 2012, and she is a member of the First Community Church. Her future plans are to attend Georgia Southern University and major in journalism. Ladies and gentlemen, our football, cheerleading, band, and cross-country seniors for 2013.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
Test. This is only a test.
If you are hearing this right now, you are the luckiest person in the world. We are here at Morris Johnson Stadium with a bunch of lucky people. Talk to me, Rev. We take on Bryan County, the Redskins, tonight in our last regular season game, and I like just saying that. Can I say that? This is our last regular season game here this year as we take on our last division foe here, Bryan County.
Well, I was out early tonight, come out early to get the feel of the game. You know, it was just seemed like a couple of weeks ago that we were here beginning the season with Pierce County, and here we are at the end, and I'm a little bit in mourning, to be honest with you. I love this time of year. I love football season, high school football. I enjoy college football and enjoy watching pro football, but, you know, there's just something about being out here with the community. It's just good, and our Red Raiders have given us plenty to cheer about this year. We've laughed with them some. We've cried with them some. We've cheered with them a lot, and here we are. Our destiny is kind of in our own hands. Vidalia helped us out last week by beating Toombs, which allowed us at least to be a part of a an intricate, I don't know if that's the right word,
Sounded good.
a confusing playoff system if things go like everybody thinks they are tonight. First and foremost, we have to take care of business tonight here with the Bryan County Redskins. They come in with a 3-6 record. Their coach is Coach Mark Wilson. He's the head coach. He's been there. This is his third year. His first year there, he was 0-10. Last year, he had a pretty good campaign with a 6-4 record, and this year so far he's 3-6. And make no mistake, there's nothing that the Bryan County Redskins would rather do than to come into Morris Johnson Stadium tonight and ruin our playoff chances. That's the only thing that they can talk about as points of redemption for this season.
And they have an offense. You know, we don't know much about them, but we know one thing: they have put some points on the board. Is in their 3 wins, they beat Jeff Davis 29-0, Atco 35-14, and Metter 42-7. So they have put some points on the board against some other good competition as well. Not to say those guys aren't good competition, but they were able to get wins in those. Their losses, they still put points on the board. So we're going to have to bring a defense here tonight, which is good. Makes me feel a little bit better. We know we have a defense, and we just need to put it on the field and take care of business here. And it is intricate. You used that word. That was a big one. I looked it up while you were still talking there, and that does sum up our playoff picture and hopes and how things are going to shake out here in the region. I know you know some of the things, but basically we have to win tonight. You know,
if we don't win tonight, none of the playoff scenarios involve us at all.
You know, so like you said, Bade, you gave us another glimmer of hope here last week when they got a victory for us. But we need to win tonight, and then the big game I guess we're going to be looking at is McIntosh and Benedictine, and the winner or loser will determine whether or not we have this thing where we have a 3-team playoff or if we just are the outright 4th seed. And so
that's right.
Just comment a little bit on that for me, Rev.
Well, here, as best I understand it, and I may have a point or two wrong. I'm not sure I completely have it right, but my understanding is, first and foremost, we have to win tonight, and we got to take care of our own business, which, by the way, is not going to be as easy as some may think. We're facing a team that runs the same type of offense that we do, and you know how our offense fools folks. On top of that, they have a very good play-action pass game, and so we're going to have to be on our toes, and our defense is going to have to play an outstanding game, and offensively both. We're going to have to take care of the ball. I believe if we'll take care of the ball and we'll play defense like we're capable of playing it, then we've got a very good chance coming out of here victors. If we come out victors. And Benedictine goes to McIntosh tonight. They play at the great San Nat City over there, as you affectionately call it. If they go over there and Benedictine happens to beat MCA over there tonight, then we are automatically in as a 4 seed. Other than that scenario, also if Toombs County takes care of business, I believe, with Atco, that's who they're playing. If they do not lose to Atco, then the scenario is this, and this is what most people are thinking the scenario will be. We will play at a neutral site on Monday, and it will be between Benedictine, Toombs County, and Bacon County in a 3-way playoff, and the playoff is 5-minute halves, 2 5-minute halves. So you draw and say we're Team A, and we draw Team B, then we go out and we play, and if we win that game, then we're a 3 seed. We only have to win 1. Okay? We're a 3 seed. If we lose, we get another opportunity to play for the 4 seed, and that's my understanding of the way this thing shakes out. And I don't know how we come up with this. And I really don't know how. I don't think it's a GHSA rule. I think it may be more of a region rule that they've come up with, that the coaches have come up with. It is a GH. It is.
Yeah.
Okay, they're correcting me. It is a GHSA rule, and I don't know about the team. The concern I have is if we happen to get the bye, if we only have 1 chance to get in the playoffs. I don't know how that works because there's 3 teams involved. I don't know how that would shake out. I don't know if you want the bye or if you don't want the bye. I don't know if you just want one and done, or how that would work. I'm not sure how that scenario. That's confusing part to me. It looks like
you probably want to play in that first game.
I would think so.
To get a shot at a 3rd seed.
And then if you lose, you got the opportunity to go play again to still keep your playoff hopes alive to win the 4 seed. That's the way I see it. So the bye may actually be something that hurts you rather than helps you. So
it is.
It's
needless to say, when you get all that, we have to take care of business here tonight before we even jump into that ball of wax. And it is fun times. I read on the GHSA website. I went down to playoff seeding, and I found that thing down there, and I read through it 2 or 3 times. I feel like I'm a pretty smart guy. You know what I'm saying? Well, when I read that thing through, I said, okay.
Are you asking me or you're telling me?
I was trying to, just pump me up a little bit, work with me. And so after I read it myself, it's very easy to see why coaches are not wanting to talk a whole lot about it. It is amazing just to see all the tiebreakers and how we're going to come down to this thing. We're all going to be tied, and we're going to have to play this mini-game series. There are so many tiebreakers that coulda, woulda happened. Right. It just makes that game versus Toombs County way back as the season, got going for us.
Huge.
And we scored right there at the end of the game, and that extra point, everything that took place that night. We knew it was a special night, and we thought it would be big going in. Well, let's face it, we could be facing a scenario right now. If we would have lost that game, we'd be out of the playoffs, win or lose here tonight.
We could very well be out of the playoffs. The other thing is, from the flip side, Toombs has had a terrible year on their standards, based on their past standards. But they slipped up and beat Benedictine. And by beating Benedictine, they have given themselves hope just to make the playoffs. So,
well, and you and I said back then, that we really thought a lot of that Toombs football team.
Right.
And that's a tough bunch of kids there. And I remember a big old number 8 chasing down Matt on the edge there when we've seen Matt run around people all year to see the speed and the size that that guy had. And they just have a complete football team. And so we don't want to be in a scenario where we have to get in this playoff because, let's face it, those are 2 teams that we will be playing that we have struggled with and scratched and clawed and done what we could to get what we got. And I would hate to see us have to go back and, you never want to play a team twice kind of deal.
No.
I think probably both coaches are happy playing one time and going on about their business. But we've got to take care of business here tonight. We feel good about our football team. We have all year. It's exciting, and I agree with you there, Rev. It is a time of mourning in a sense. And I know what you say about the NFL and college. We get into all that, but we're not as invested in that as we are these kids here. We know the families. We
get to have breakfast with them some on Friday mornings.
We are.
And these are good. These are good guys. I mean, I don't want to call them kids. I look at them now. Some of them are getting up to 18. They're young men, and they're just about to take a plunge into life. But they work hard. I would say there's not any harder working kids in the school as far as extracurricular activities. Football practice, you've done it. It's not fun, and it's monotonous at times, and it gets this late in the season. You've beat on everybody for the last 15 weeks. You're tired of beating on the same guys, and you're tired of getting beat on by the same guys. But they worked hard, and now their destiny lies in their own hands, and that's really all you can ask. There's a lot of times when it comes to these seeding things and when it comes to the playoffs, depending on the region that you pick. We played in a very tough region this year. And we have played the guys, Vidalia, the coaching staff and the fans will tell you that the toughest game they've had this year was against Bacon County. We feel like we should have won the Benedictine game. If it wasn't for a long pass, a mess up on a special teams play, and then a pick six, a 98-yard pick six, we win that ball game in their stadium. And then, of course, MCA where hit a guy 2 yards deep in the backfield, he squirms away for a first down, or it's fourth. We have the ball first down on their 30-yard line or 35-yard line with a chance to go in and win. They're up by 6. All we've got to do is score a touchdown, kick an extra point, and they really hadn't stopped us all night. We had stopped ourselves. So we look, if coulda, woulda, shoulda, we maybe shouldn't be in the position that we're in, because I don't know of a team that has really beat us, including Pierce County. I know of teams that has played us well, and we've played teams well, but the turnovers and the mistakes that we've made has come back to haunt us. We've just not had maybe the ball bounce our way. But now it's playoff time. Now we get to, if we'll take care of business tonight, we get to go in and prove what we can do. If we can just make it in, I think we're going to make some. I'm getting fired up.
That's right. Well, that's right. Many times we have snatched defeat from the jaws of victory this year, no doubt. But we are jacked up about our football team because we see these guys. We know, the Big 62 we're looking at down there. He asked for some bacon this morning. I gave him a little bit, and he says, "Is that all I get?" And I smarted it off to him, and I really thought twice after it came out my mouth. I said, "Lance, I think your mouth's just about to overload it right here, buddy." These kids have grown up, and you can see just in this year, from the beginning of the year to now, this is a different football team that we have on the field tonight. If they can come together, I have seen crazier things happen. I was a part of watching a 7-4 Lowndes County football team gel at the end of the year and come together and win state.
Yes, I remember that.
And we have that same kind of football team that they had then, and it's just awesome to see what could happen. Potential, I know, has probably fired many coaches, and that kind of thing. Potential's not it. We have seen it manifest itself on this football field week in and week out with this team. If they could put a run together, the seeding that we face, first, second round of playoffs, if we get that far, or as we start to, everybody's trying to look ahead a little bit, we just feel real good about where we sit. I
feel extremely good about our opportunities, and we can make up maybe for some of the early mistakes by making a run into the playoffs. And I'm going to tell you, there's some teams that because Bacon County's not been here a lot in the past, there's some teams that may be overlooking us, and if they look up. If they overlook us, they look up and they're 21 down, it's going to be a hard night to get back where they need to be,
The Redskins take the field, and here come your Red Raiders just trotting onto the field, led by Matt Thrift and DeJuan Merritt coming through the fog. They are ready to play some football here tonight.
I'm ready. Man, I love these uniforms. It's red and black. It's just it looks good, and as you can see on your screen, the field looks immaculate. They put 2012 out there in honor of our senior athletes, and we honored, before the game, if you were watching, we honored our band athlete, or our band seniors. We also honored our cross-country seniors, our cheerleader seniors, and, of course, our football seniors. And I just tell you, I appreciate all that they've done. They've entertained us and performed well for us, and we're very, very proud of them.
Yeah, it takes a lot to be a student athlete, and especially the amount of work these guys do. They go from football, some of them to baseball, into cheerleading. Into some other sports. And I think the male cheerleader thing's coming to high school in a town near you, but.
Well, I've seen it already. I've already seen it some. And, there's kids that get scholarships for that stuff. In fact, I was at the Georgia-Florida game, and I was watching at the end of the game as Rambo grabbed the big Georgia flag and tried to run with it. Their All-American safety couldn't do it. The male cheerleader run up there and grabbed it and took off running with it.
Let me hold that for you,
He made the not-so-taut pin on ESP. Come on, man.
That's right. It looks easier than it is. 5 seconds to go as the clock winds down here at Morris Johnson Stadium. Your Red Raiders are going to receive the ball here as Greg Wright's deep to receive.
Man, it's about time he takes one to the house. He's got one of the biggest guys we got on the team, one of the fastest, and he's just been a shoestring tackle away a couple of times from carrying one all the way. So I don't know. I was watching this number one. The quarterback, I think he's a quarterback, but anyway, the kicker they've got, he's left-footed. His name's Ty Wilson, and he was kicking close to 50-yard field goals in practice, so I don't know if he's going to get the opportunity.
Boy, he put his foot in that one, and that's going to be a touchback.
Yeah.
We
5
have not
yards
seen.
deep.
Have we seen that at all this year?
I don't think so. This kid can really kick it.
And it didn't look like he did anything to make that happen, too. You can just tell he's a natural kicker. He just kind of stepped up there all cocky and whatnot and just put his foot into it. Made it look easy. 5 yards deep in the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 for our Red Raiders here at the 20-yard line. Time to do business.
I believe they run a 4-4, and this is the first time we've faced a 4-4 defense since we played Benedictine.
Batting out wide to the left, and we just hand it off right up the middle to Ronnie Peterson for a gain of about 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
Ronnie's quick. He'll bust one. He's one step away right there from busting one, and he'll be 10 yards deep before anybody knows where he's got it.
And he's not going to try to avoid you either. He's going to run you over. And I tell you what, Rev, looking out here, I think I've, kind of grown used to some of these numbers and the fact that they're seniors. This is their last regular season ball game here.
There goes Matt.
Been something special. Matt pitches at that time. Probably should have kept
Probably
it.
should have
Ball
kept
carrier
it.
only going to get a couple yards up to the 25. It's going to be 3rd and 5. And he did pitch it a little early. 3rd and 5. Good to see Payson Sams in the ball game. There was some discussion. I believe he had an altercation last week. It's good to see he's in the ball game for us.
Yeah, we're glad Payson's back. There was a little bit of a question whether or not he was going to get to play tonight, but he is back, and Payson's played really well for us this year. Just a good kid. Every time I see him, he's got a smile on his face.
Big 3rd down here. Matt fakes the pitch, rolls out to the right. He's got room to run if he wants
Run,
it.
Matt.
He pulls it down, and now
There he goes.
And now he's going to squirt, and he's going to be short. It looks like maybe a half a yard as a
he took a shot.
Somebody from Bryan County came up and laid a lick.
Yeah, he took a shot. I hope he's okay. He looks like he's all right.
How many times have we seen that young man get up from vicious hits this year? I think I would have just faked a concussion a time or two and came out. Going to be a half a yard shy there as Wiley's set to punt it away. Good call here early in this ball game. Bryan County holds. Wiley kicks it. The ball's going to hit down. It's going to come up and hit Tron Folsom right at the 40-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Bryan County at the 39. They're going to mark it down. So their defense comes out and holds us, and that's not the way we wanted to start the ball game. But this is where we've made a living all years with our defense. They're coming to the line of scrimmage. They're not wasting any time. I don't like their attitude right here to start the game. The quarterback keeps it. He's wrapped up as Carino would not let go. He shoots through, wraps him up. I think he had
great play.
I think he had an ankle and a
That's
shoelace
a true
there.
5-yard loss, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, not quite. 4.5. Good 4.5 anyway.
Yep.
Great play. We can keep them 2nd and 15 all night. I think our chances will be good.
It is good to see Carino shooting through the hole. That's one thing he's done when he's been in there this year is he will hit it up in the hole and get
he
across
is a run stopper,
on their
man.
side of the field quickly.
He's definitely a run stopper, yes. He's been hindered a little bit laterally, but son, don't run straight at him. He will stick his helmet under your chin.
This time he hands it off to the ball carrier, and he's met at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And this Red Raider defense is standing strong here early in the ball game. I think they may have been coached up to know how important this ball game is here tonight.
It looks like we're coming out and responding early on. And this is definitely a passing situation. And I hope, of course, I know we've worked on it all week long. And our defensive backs, any pattern, anything that they've run in any previous game, our guys have been coached up on time and time and time again. Let's see, they're going to bring this kid in motion.
Big third down here for the Raider defense. Quarterback rolls out to the right. Ronnie Peterson takes it.
There you go.
He is stretched out, and he is out of bounds. Another loss on the play as Juan Merritt chases him all the way to the sideline, and the other linebackers and safety come up and meet him at 34. It's going to be another loss of about 3. It's going to be 4th down. So in that series of downs, they lost 6 yards.
That was a very, very good defensive stand right there. We were very stout, and wound up being a total of about a 6-yard loss.
Ronnie Peterson did a great job there to stand up the fullback and just blow him up, and then everybody else could come to the ball. We don't have anybody back. I think we've learned our lesson some from how that went, and that ball is going to roll the way that ball is going. It's going to roll all the way down inside, well, right at the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, though, Red Raiders. We would love to take this and answer here now as we've made a statement on defense. We'd like to thank Cohen's of Alma and all these other guys, Flash Foods, and all of them we forgot to mention in the pregame. We really appreciate all the sponsorships and everybody. And, you know, Subway's, I think we took the football team by there about a few weeks ago, and those guys are still, I think they grew a half an inch just that week in how much they ate at Subway. So really this local, all of our local businesses and everybody's really chimed in and bought into this program, and we appreciate everybody none more than C. Bennett and Johnson.
There it goes, quick handoff up the middle.
Quick hitter, only a gain of a couple. As this Bryan County defense is standing strong, they've got good size to them. Just looking at them, Rev, you know, you don't see where they're a 3-6 ball team, but when you look at the other teams in this region, you see how tough it is week in and week out. You can understand why they're 3-6, but they do have good size.
They do. They're almost the mirror image of what we are as far as their size, the number of kids that they have on the team. Matt looks over the defense. There he goes.
Hands it off to Ronnie Peterson. Ronnie's just going to go forward. Somebody comes up and he lays a lick on him and gets up dancing. Ronnie's not one to ever be excited during a ball game.
I know what you mean.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for our Red Raiders at the 30-yard line.
Now we've got a little bit of room. Maybe we can exploit. You want to be kind of conservative when you're that deep in your own territory, but now we've got to give ourselves a little bit of breathing room, and we should have the full arsenal now. There goes Matt.
Matt keeps it, and he had a pitch there, but he did good. He got 6 or 7 yards on the play.
I have a Bryan County player that's kind of bent over a little bit. I don't know if he took a shot. He's a big kid.
Got a little stinger.
Number 8, Damian Dixon. He's not feeling it right now. He's feeling kind of, I don't know exactly what happened. He's favoring his shoulder. He may have a stinger.
A kid that size is not supposed to be hindered by, you don't want to call a quarterback little, but for the size he is, he packs a punch, and you saw that right there. It's a gain of 8 yards, a 2nd and 2. Gain of 8 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 2 here is a. We're going to take a break right here. We'll be right back as soon as they get things worked out. Yeah, if you cut the AC on, is that what we did? Is that what we did? Thank you, dear.
Yep. Okay, we're back, and Matt's looking over to the sideline, getting some signals, waiting on, and the referee, he cranks the clock, so we're ready to go. There it goes.
Thrift puts it in the gutter. Ronnie Peterson down. Again. That's going to be a 1st and 10.
A little bit chilly out there tonight. I think our fans are kind of enjoying the cool weather. But sitting here at the press box, it kind of fogs us up a little bit.
too much hot air up here in the press box.
I'm telling you, especially on this end down here where we be.
Yeah, that's right. So 1st and 10 for our Red Raiders, and they come through. And Thrift, boy, they blew that play up. They had the timing of the snap going on, and we're going to have to change up that cadence to stop that. But they came right through.
That was number 8, yeah, or number 6. I don't even know if number 8 was on the field. Looks like it was number 6.
Yeah,
we don't have a number 6 listed.
Well, regardless, he came right through and
he blew it up.
Met right in the hole, and we're lucky to hold on to the ball. Matt did fumble it, but he fell on it. It's going to be 2nd down and about 15. Pitch out wide to the right to Greg Wright. He's got room. He does a spin move, spins again.
Great move,
keeps
Greg.
moving it forward across midfield. Great run on 2nd down, a gain of about 13. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 after a nice run by Greg Wright.
Greg's all excited. Yeah, he picked up that which we lost and a little bit more.
Now, the way I lie to my son is I tell him that's the way I used to do it right there.
That would be a lie.
Hey, big one. Nice run by Greg Wright. 3rd down, and we'll call it a long one.
I'll see if they're going to do any more of that run blitz. If they do, we'll eventually pick up what's going on, and we will hurt them bad. There it goes, 1st down.
Another
we'll take
nice
it.
Run, tough run. That time is that Antonio Madison?
I think so. I think so. I didn't know he'd been running any fullback.
How about that? Nice run. We've got
Devontae
DeJuan Merritt.
Yeah,
DeJuan Merritt over here on the sideline. Good opening statement here. Well, I say opening. Just early in this ball game, we're making a statement. It's good to see that we're able to put a drive together, swap the fields at the very least here. Thrift keeps it. Now he's going to pitch it out wide to the left, and Drell Green's going to get out and down to about the 38-yard line. Nice run on 1st down. It's going to be 2nd down and 3.
Before this night's over, Thrift is going to take that ball, and rather than pitch it, he's going to fake it, and everybody's going to suck up over there, and he's going to tote one right down the seam to the house. Well, he's setting them up, son. He's setting them up.
Like you said, we're facing that same kind of football team here tonight. They're just options. When you have somebody of Thrift's capability and ability, it's a game changer, and you really have to pick your poison here. 3 minutes and 44 seconds to go in this 1st quarter. 2nd down and 3 for the Red Raiders. We're driving.
There goes Matt.
Thrift keeps it, and he's going to just go across. He's got enough for the 1st down.
Yeah. Good play by Matt.
So that's going to be spotted right inside the 35-yard line. We'll call it a 34.5. It's going to be 1st and 10, Red Raiders, as we just use a ball control offense. This is Red Raider football right here at its finest.
Ronnie Peterson's checked back in. Coach has got his fingers taped up tonight so they can see the signals that he's sending in.
I do love these uniforms. That's some good-looking.
Sure are.
Good-looking football squad down here.
There goes
Thrift
Matt.
keeps it. He pulls it out, and there's room on the left side, and he goes. He's down at about the 24-yard line. Makes a good call. It's going to be close to another 1st down. It'll be right at the marker. They'll have to take a look at it. It's going to be a 1st and 10, as the white hat says. It's 1st down.
It's a great job by Thrift as he read the option perfectly. Like you said, pick your poison. A while ago, the defensive end stayed up. We handed the ball off. Handed the ball to Ronnie Peterson. He took it for about a 10 or 15-yard run, and just then they bit down on the fullback. And when he did, Matt pulled it, and the rest is history. There goes Ronnie.
Ronnie Peterson up the middle, gain of a couple on that play.
Still a good play. Still a good play. Our offensive line is really working hard. They are working hard. These guys, man, they put on so much weight this year, and they work hard every single day. We affectionately called the offensive line when I was in school the Big Uglies. And they don't get a lot of press, but you can't win without them, and these guys are working hard.
We'll have to come back to our offensive line and talk about them here later in the ball game. But Thrift comes under center, and he hands it off again to Ronnie Peterson. He spins, and a lot of effort down to about the 12-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and short. When you look at our offensive line, we came into this year, we were really, worried about the offensive line in a sense, wondering. And offensive line is just one of those areas on your football team, especially where we're at. You've got to have a certain kind of athlete. You can't just have a bunch of big uglies, because then you wouldn't be able to really run this offense the way we'd want to do it. So it's awesome to look at it. You've got at right tackle over there, you got Big 60.
Oh, he's played great this year too.
Dominated. Thrift under center.
There goes
and the
Ronnie.
Same play.
Nope.
Well, nope. Thrift keeps it. He fooled us all on 3rd down.
We're definitely be going for this. I have all ideas.
It's going to be 4th down, and we lost about a yard on that, so it's going to be 4th and a long 3.
Boy, it sure looked like Ronnie had that hole. I don't know what happened there.
If we try to field goal from here, it'd be about a 34-yarder, but we have no intentions of doing so. We're just going to go for it. Not a bad call.
No, not the way our defense
34-yard
plays.
field goal is a pretty stiff field goal here in high school football. We put in, as you say, the hands crew wide out right, and we give it to Ronnie Peterson. I don't think he's going to make it.
I don't think he's going to get it either. Nope.
They're marking him short. They held him. So Bryan County bends, but they don't break. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Redskins as their defense stiffens up. Regardless, we swapped field position with them. They had us pinned down at the 10-yard line to start this drive. And we drove it, but to no avail. We did get 75 yards of field position, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Redskins. And honestly, Rev, here I love the way they just come up to the line. There's no time waiting and anything. They're just ready to play ball. He's trying the middle there, and we stand him up waiting for a whistle to blow, and there was not much there, maybe a gain of a couple. Or they'll call it a gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Redskins. Our defense needs to hold here.
Anthony Florence done a great job standing him up in the middle.
We have a timeout here on the football field. I didn't see if it was an official
end of the
timeout.
first quarter.
Oh, end of the first quarter. It's around the left here from me. I got to look around the corner to see the time there. End of the first quarter. We'd like to thank C. Bennett and Johnson for making this broadcast happen tonight and sponsoring us all year for Red Raider football. We will return as soon as the second quarter begins. Well, the first quarter went by so fast I wasn't able to even pick up that it was the end of the period. Both teams running the ball, just a quick ball game this far. Second down and 7, we stuffed the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage.
Was that Drell? I believe that was. Yeah, Drell Green. No, that was Richard Crawford. Yeah. He made a great play. Richard's so quick, so quick. He's so quick, I don't think he's quick. He's just sudden.
Well, he's so quick you couldn't even see his number, Jack.
He really explodes when he makes a decision, and he just explodes into it. Maybe looking at a little play-action pass here to try to freeze our linebackers.
That pass goes incomplete. He had him wide open. Pass was a little bit behind him, but it was about a 5-yard little hook there. It's going to be 4th down now for Bryan County as our defense does what it needs to do, and we hold.
We're definitely not going to put anybody back. We've had a bitter lesson to learn about that.
You know, I had conversations with some friends of mine from over in Lowndes County this past week, and I think that cost them a ball game versus Camden. I think they fumbled it 3 times on punt coverages.
Oh.
Same thing that we've been doing. We've had somebody back, and this punter booms one.
He can kick. Oh.
Luckily,
it's a Bacon County bounce.
Yep, we're going to have the ball in good field position this time at the 49-yard line. So our defense holds, and after that exchange of possessions in the field position battle here early in this ball game, we gain about 30 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 right at the midfield stripe.
Early scores. You got McIntosh up 7-0 over Benedictine.
Another Region 2AA action. McIntosh leads Benedictine by a score of 7-0.
Thrift brings the troops to the line here. Have I told you it's senior night here, Rev, and we're not going to be able to see this number 6 out on the football field much longer.
I'm telling you, I sure have enjoyed watching him play. Hold on to the ball.
Ronnie
Good job,
Peterson
Ronnie.
spinning and turning, refusing to go down. A gain of about 3 yards, 3.5 yards. Well, they're going to mark him. We'll call it a 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this first half. We're going to bring Greg Wright and Tron Folsom down here to the right, out wide.
Maybe a play action or at least a rollout pass.
We just handed off right up the gut.
We're doing a little bit what we done against Benedictine against the 4-4. We're going to spread them out a little bit, take some of their help out, pull it out wide, and then we're going to run into it. So it looks like a passing situation, but really what we're doing is trying to thin out their numbers a little bit.
Less than 10 minutes now to go in this first half, and that's something that you're going to see. You know, it's just part of the cat and mouse game between these coaches to try to open up some room up in the middle.
Ronnie needs to be careful here. He just about left too early. Looked to me like, but they didn't call it. But needs to be careful.
Big 3rd down here for our Red Raiders.
There goes Matt.
Griff pulls it in, and he does get the first down.
Good play.
More often than not, we've seen it time and time again this year. People get their hands on Matt, but he just kind of ends
Strong kid, isn't he?
Yeah, keeps the pile moving that way, and they end up with, instead of a good clean tackle, they end up with the back of a jersey or pulling on a towel or whatever it might be, what they can get a hold of to try to bring him down. He just refuses to go down usually with one contact. The first contact. 9 minutes, just about 9 minutes and 10 seconds. By the time we snap this ball in this first half. Thrift under center. And they have the snap count going on. They again blow up the play right at the snap, and they were blitzing off the left side, and that play would have gotten some good yardage there if he'd have been able to break that one tackle.
That's still, 5-6 yards a clip. We're running it like we need to run it, doing what we need to do.
We just have to make these good drives and these good plays. We have to finish them. They don't put points on the board and wins in the win column for good yard.
No.
And good yards.
They don't. You're right. There goes Drill.
Drill off the left side.
Cut up,
left.
Drill. Good play. Good play,
Drill.
Drill.
Nice speed, and he's taking it all the way down to about the 15-yard line. And you can tell the speed that we have on the edges, they don't have an answer for, I'm afraid.
Not right now. They sure don't. And if they keep stacking that box like they're doing, we're going to eventually get them where we just did, We just was it a 20-yard game, 15 at least?
And I think what you're seeing is I know for a fact that Coach would rather just hand the ball off and go up the middle for a 30-yard run.
Sure you had. You always had.
But if he has to pitch it, he will. He'd rather do it the easiest way possible where you have less effort, or less room for mistakes. We've seen on the pitch. We have made some mistakes. Good play on that play, however. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 15, and we get another jacked-up ball carrier. This Bryan County football team came into Bacon County tonight to play football. They're not ready to lay down.
No.
7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this first half.
It's good to see Antonio getting to tote the ball some. Antonio's just a junior. We'll get to have him around again next year. He's one of the kids that's just kept coming. More and more and more playing time.
Thrift pulls it in. He keeps it, and he tries to cut it up. They just played good defense on that one as they had 2 defenders there, played the pitch, and then made Matt turn it up in to get what he could. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 now for our Red Raiders.
There was something about that play that just didn't look right. I don't know if there was a mix-up on the play or exactly what happened.
It looked like we may have just ran into the teeth of their defense.
Maybe
they just might have had a good defensive call on that one. If Matt Ryan would have been out there, he would have audibled out of that. I'm just letting you know, Rev.
You got Devontae O'Neal out here on single coverage. Buddy's rolling another way.
Flag on the play as Thrift throws it up, and it's going to be a touchdown, but there is a flag on the play, and it might be some kind of motion penalty against our Red Raiders.
They're calling us back. Illegal shift.
Yep, we have an illegal shift. Big play here early in this ball game.
Boy, you sure hate to take 7 off the board, don't you?
Was that Devontae?
I don't think it was Devontae. I believe it was Tron Folsom that caught the ball.
Whoever it was, they went up over the defender.
Sure did.
Matt threw a nice ball down in the end zone. It was basically up for keeps, but he threw it where his man could get it. And
I thought we would have been going to the single coverage guy out here with Devontae because he's made some outstanding plays when he's got single coverage, and he's going against a guy that's about a foot shorter than he is. Watch his sneaky safety.
Thrift rolls out to his right. There's not much there. He just pulls it down and checks it down to Drell. He's going to be
on the 12-yard line.
Yeah, he's going to be out at about the 12. Gets half of it.
No, we're going to kick it here now.
6 minutes and 16 seconds in this first half. 4th and 7. Let's see what the call is going to be. Looks like we're going to go for it.
Timeout right here. He's going to go for the kick it.
Wiley coming in. I don't know how much time we have left on the play clock. Can't be a whole lot here. The kick is up, and the kick looks good. The kick is no good. It didn't hook it enough in there. It's going to be wide right. It's going to be 1st and 10. This Bryan County football team is held again. They're still in this ball game. They're going to have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. I think at this point they've done virtually nothing on offense, but all we've done is get a bunch of yards. The stats will look good, but the scoreboard tells the story. It's a 0-0 ball game here with 6 minutes to go in this first half.
Well, we've run into when we get closer down, we've just maybe not pulled a pitch that we should have, or something's happened to stall us.
They hand it off, and we're on him. He gets maybe a yard.
He was just about to pull free there. I was scared he was about to pull free. We had him. Good play by Florence, Anthony Florence, and also by Dylan Miles.
We about over pursued there. We held him up. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for Bryan County. These Redskins are hanging tough here early in this ball game.
Okay, let's see what we got. Oh.
Nice play. It's going to be third.
Short,
yeah, it's going to be third and about a yard when they settle this out, but a nice run of 8 yards.
They just run straight power then.
Found a little hole.
Lined up in the I formation and led with a fullback and just got right behind him.
Nothing fancy.
Nope. By far the most effective play they've had.
And if you're going to attack us, that's probably not a bad choice there. We have speed on the edges.
Watch it, guys. Watch your count. Watch your snap count here. Let's don't jump.
4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Big third down. Hey, Hackett, we stuffed the ball carrier.
Great
he has
play.
nothing. He did not get it. He didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
No.
Some fan down here is real excited about it. It's going to be 4th down as our Red Raider defense has played a whale of a ball game in this first half.
I know they got, with the punter they got, there's no way. Yeah, they bring it on the punt team.
4 minutes to go in this first half by the time they punt the ball. Red Raider defense does what it needs to do again, stand strong. I think the middle field judge is doing the Macarena out there.
They were trying to get us to jump. Oh, yeah.
All that results in a shanked punt. It's going to get a decent roll. We're going to have it in good field position. It's going to be downed at the 44-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for our Red Raiders. We're 44 yards from pay dirt.
We need to make it a score before we go in. We've had the opportunities. Have they been on the other? They haven't even sniffed the other side of the line, the midfield, have they?
No, sir. 3 minutes and 41 seconds here to go in this first half. This ball game has zoomed by. We've only been playing for 30 minutes, and we're about out of this first half. 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go. It's been a relatively clean ball game. 1 penalty to this point.
Yeah.
The referees have let them play. It's a big possession to see if we can put some points on the board in this first half. Thrift keeps it. And he does what he doesn't need to do, and he starts to try to pitch the ball, and he's wrapped up, and he's going to fumble it. He's going to give it right back to Bryan County, and that was just a bad decision by Matt Thrift.
Yeah, that was a bad decision.
We can count those on one finger, I believe, this year. Just not a good play there by our Red Raiders. So we give it back to them. 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go.
Bryan County takes over 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line.
Boy, they got a big tight end right here. Big number 80.
So they punt, and on our first play, we turn it over, and they gain 11 yards from where they had it at the end of 4th down. They pass it. It's overthrown as there was –
Huh? Oh, my goodness. That was terrible. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that ball was not even catchable. Oh, my goodness.
I don't even see a flag on the field.
Oh, my
They're
goodness.
going to call pass interference regardless against us.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I think that was one of those flags where the referee or the field judge just wanted everybody to know he was still there.
So that's a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be 1st and 10.
Did I say, oh, my goodness?
I think you did. That's their largest play of the ball game.
Oh, my goodness.
That's probably as many yards as they've had the whole first half right there.
Oh,
3
my
minutes
goodness.
and 27 seconds to go. 1st and 10, Bryan County at the 38-yard line. Our defense needs to rise up here.
Good play.
They hand it off right at the middle, and there's just nothing doing. They gain of a couple.
Good play. Good play by DeJuan Merritt.
Call it 2nd and 8 now.
Their kicker was actually hitting from 52 yards before the game, so they may be right now just stepped inside his range.
That is a good defensive line down there, as you see Jay Jackson, Anthony Florence.
Boy, they do look
good.
And then
our two, yes, sir. It's good mixture there. Dylan Miles and DeJuan Merritt on the ends. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
I'm trying to go wide.
DeJuan,
they fumbled the ball.
Man.
All right. That was a great play. Thank you, Lord.
They are hitting out there tonight, ladies and gentlemen. DeJuan had his man 5 yards deep and on his back. A loss of about 6 or 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 14 for the Redskins. Neither team wants to put points on the board tonight. Let me rephrase that. Both teams want to. Neither team's acting like they can. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Bryan County's got it. Big 3rd down here.
Somebody screaming defense at the top of their lungs. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
And they jump.
False start,
Devontae points at a Bryan County Redskin. Says, hey, it was him, just in case y'all didn't know who it was. They're all on top of it. 5-yard penalty against the Redskins. That's going to back them up more. Now they're going to call a timeout with 1 minute and 53 seconds to go here in this first half. Thank you, C. Bennett and Johnson, for making this broadcast possible tonight. C. Bennett and Johnson has sponsored us all year and made this possible for us to talk to you tonight on the internet. We're going to take a break. We'll be back just as soon as play resumes. All right, we're back here, Rev. Tell me what you're working with. Tell me what you think.
Well, they called a timeout, which could be good news for us if we stop them right here, give us an opportunity to try to run our 2-minute offense, but we've got to stop them right here first.
Big third down. We're rushing the passer. Antonio Madison again in the backfield. We come up and hit the quarterback. There's nothing going on there, as he probably lost more yards. It's going to be 4th down, and we'll see if we call a timeout now to stop the clock, and we're just going to be happy to let it run. As we know, we do now get a timeout. 1 minute and 32 seconds to go in this first half. Now we hold them on 3rd down. It brings up 4th down, and we're going to call a timeout here to see if we can run that quick strike, potent, awesome 2-minute offense. Tell me about it.
Well, I know they've been working on it. We saw a little bit of it last week against Atkinson County, where we just stood up and it was a no-huddle spread. And this may wind up being something that really helps us here. But we're in a position now where we got a 2-minute offense where the coach, we never huddle. The coach just sits there and calls the plays. We just, right now during this punt, if I and I'm not, but if I was a coach, I'd be sitting over here figuring out 3 or 4 plays that I'm fixing to call, where I can have them ready to get out there and let my quarterback know. As soon as he gets up, I'll be signaling him again, letting him know what the situation is. And of course, with a thrown pass, you got if it's incomplete, it kills the clock. So we got that work for us, and I believe that was our first timeout. So we got 2 timeouts. And
before you get real excited, though, Rev, I'm telling you, where this punt lands and what field position we have is going to determine what we're going to do. If they down that thing, well, yeah, it's going to take a kick back. We're going to have it at the 20-yard line.
Yep.
And so that'll give us some room to work with. If they had to put that thing down there on about the 5, I just don't imagine we would have seen that quick strike. I don't believe we would have been playing
and I wouldn't
too much ball. So about 1 minute and 15 seconds to go here in this first half. First and 10. We have dominated this ball game.
We really have.
And it's 0-0.
It just happens that way sometimes.
We'll try to keep you updated with some scores around the league region here, but we have found ourselves here in a dogfight trying to make something happen as Thrift rolls out. He has
great catch by
TJ. TJ gets out of bounds
Good
at the
throw
40-yard
by Matt.
line. Perfect scenario, 20-yard result there.
TJ made a beautiful catch. You see where he just reached out with his hands and snatched that ball. That was picture perfect.
I think the prettiest thing was Matt rolling out, hit him in stride, and there were a lot of it wasn't wide open area there. Thrift had a window to put that in, and he put it right on the money.
If he keeps rolling, we might see somebody come backside at safety if he starts committing over.
Thrift just overshoots that one there.
That's okay.
Going for Devontae, not a big deal. Second down and 10. A minute and 12 seconds to go in this first half. You know, you don't think of our offense being a passing offense, but we have done some passing and done some different things offensively in these last few weeks. It's been good to look at.
Here's Greg. Get out of
Gets
bounds,
it off
Greg.
to Greg Wright. Greg fights and does not get out of bounds. It's going to be third down. Clock ticking, 55 seconds, 54 seconds. It's going to be a big third down here for the Red Raiders.
They're not giving us any. Of course, they're not. They're not giving us anything deep. The middle of the field should be open.
Well, we didn't hardly get set there.
There goes Matt.
Thrift's going to break it out to the left, and there's room to run.
Definitely gets a first down with the stop the clock.
He's down to the 43-yard line. We call a timeout. 24.5 seconds to go. Nice play by Matt.
Great play by Matt Thrift.
And their number 4
He's quick,
showed some good speed. Nick Scott just closed the yardage down. When it looked like Thrift had a big gainer, he just chased him down. 24 seconds to go. What do we do here now, Rev?
Sooner or later, we're going to take a shot way downfield, don't you think? I don't know if it's now. Maybe the last play of the half, but.
Well,
we got 2 tall drinks of water on the corners with Tron Folsom and Devontae O'Neal. And if we can get close enough for somebody to get it into the end zone.
Well, and there's time right now to go deep over the middle somewhere to run a play in the middle of the field. You're not, you don't absolutely have to get it to the sidelines here. However, you have told your boys, if you can get out of bounds, please help me out. So 24.5 seconds to go here. First and 10. Raiders are on the 43-yard line. We've been here all night, seemingly. We just haven't put points on the board. Let's see if we can end this first half.
They're playing a true cover 2. And
Thrift makes one miss and then throws the ball up. And he puts it on the money down here, but we just juggle it and do not come up with it. As Devontae O'Neal made a great attempt. They just ran out of real estate over here on the sideline. It's going to be second down and 10, 16 seconds to go in this first half. Played a little dangerous 2 or 3 times on that play.
Our offensive line just got to try to hold to give him a little bit, not hold literally, but block.
We talked about our offensive line a little bit earlier. There's a big difference between pass blocking and run blocking. These boys have been run blocking.
Let's get it in. Let's get the play in.
Off the line all year, and now we ask them to stand up and put some pads on them, do some run blocking. Some pass blocking. It's 2 different styles. Thrift rolls out to the right, has to cut it up. He does throw it deep. He has a man, and look there. Look at there. Oh, he has it. He does fumble. They're going to give it to him, though. Devontae O'Neal scores a touchdown. That was a beautiful pass by Matt Thrift, and he put it right on the money to Devontae O'Neal, and that's just what the doctor ordered. 8.7 seconds to go in the first half, and Bacon County scores on a big play. We haven't seen many of them this year.
No, we needed that, didn't we? Man, I feel good.
I feel a little bit bad. I was being a little bit facetious earlier when I said that quick strike offense, but I think we just saw it, didn't we?
I believe we did. And you asked me a while ago what I would do. If I was mad, I'd throw it to Devontae.
Yeah, that's a good call. Good call. We've seen that a few times this year.
Get it
kick
through there.
Is
good
up,
kick.
And the kick is good. 7-0. Bacon County, huge play, huge answer right here at the end.
Boy, we needed that.
We needed it, and we should have had it already, but it's great to see the composure of our guys to keep fighting and scratching all the way till half. Good teams score right before the half and the ends of ball games to finish out the contest.
Well, that we've been down, sniffed it a couple of times, the end zone that is, and we just wasn't able to push it across. But we've answered now, and that 7 points is huge right before halftime, something that the coaches can build on when they get in there and talk about, guys, there's some things that we didn't do right, but look where we're at. We're still 7 points up, and it's been total domination by Bacon County. The biggest play that Bryan County's had is a 15-yard interference call. That was one of those, my goodness. I can't believe he called it, But anyway, I'm not taking anything away from the refereeing crew tonight because they have let our kids play. But anyway, having said that, we just we answered. We were able to answer when we needed to, and that just feels really, 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 really good. Feels really good.
Great play there, as you saw it in motion as that ball was in the air, and it was a beautiful spiral as well.
Oh, it was perfect.
It just seemed like it wouldn't come down. It wasn't hanging up at all. I mean, he threw it on a rope, but it just seemed like it took forever to get there. As we were watching it, we see the play develop. Beautiful.
There you go. Play. Good play. Kick the ball. Ooh.
They fielded it nicely, and he has stood up at the 45-yard line.
I don't know which one of ours hit him, but somebody leveled him just then.
3 seconds to go in this
That was
first
Jacob
half.
Carver, a freshman. He just murdered that guy. Put me in, Coach. I want to tear somebody's head off. Wow, that was quite a lick.
What it did. 3 seconds to go in this first half. Your Red Raiders are up 7-0. I'm feeling a little better than I was a moment ago here.
What are they going to do here, Lance? 3 seconds left.
Hook and ladder.
Let's get him. Don't give him the corner. There you go, Tyjon. There we go. We'll go out of here.
Nothing doing. That's going to be the end of the first half. Thank you, C. Bennett and Johnson, for insurance for making this ball game and contest happen for us here tonight.
Also want to thank Subway for the delicious sandwiches. Shelly and Ron Williams, appreciate all that they do for us during the season, and we got some great sub sandwiches that big boys are fixing to go down there and test.
Fixing to talk to them down there just a minute.
Stay tuned for the Foster Rowland halftime show, where Joe Boatwright and Brent Johnson will be here with us to take us in to the second half. Enjoy the halftime show. And Shane, I hope you're enjoying this game.
Amen.
No, you want to play. You want to play first. You want to have 2 shots. That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, for halftime entertainment, featuring the Bryan County High School.
Oh, yeah, I forget we play second. You have to open the door. I think you got to open the door. Leave the door open through halftime. Turn that fan on to where the full air in. All right, let's do this so we can hear our band. Whenever you. Go ahead. Take it over, man. I got you. It's your world.
No, go ahead.
Girl trying to get it up.
Hello?
There you go. Okay, Raider Nation. Okay, Raider Nation. My name's Brent Johnson here with Joe Boatwright for the Foster Roland Auto Mart of Baxley halftime show. Folks, show come a little quicker than we anticipated.
Yes,
Joe.
it did.
We had about a 35-minute half there as the Red Raiders took a lot of time off the clock during the first and second quarters. Only have 7 points to show for it, but tell us what we did through those quarters.
We'll run through the stats right here real quick. Bacon County's got 143 yards rushing, 70 yards passing, and all of that, 57 of that came on the touchdown pass from Matt Thrift to Devontae catching the ball. Devontae O'Neal caught a pass down in the end zone, made a great catch. They've moved the ball well, kind of moved the ball at will. I mean, Bryan County's played well, but we defensively, I hate to say this, but I don't know that they can stop them. We're going to stop ourselves. That's going to be our problem.
Unfortunately, that's been our problem most of the season, Joe.
It has.
This team's got some good-looking kids.
Sure.
This is the first game we played that it looks like, numbers-wise, they're the smallest team, as small as we are. They don't have 80, 90 kids across the way over there.
Sure.
Got a couple of really good-looking athletes, they hadn't showed out yet.
No.
The problem with us, we talked about this outside earlier. We can rack up all the yards we want. We don't put points on the board. I mean, and we can take up. I don't know what you may have said at the time just a minute ago. We probably had the ball 16, 18 minutes those 2 quarters.
18 and a half
minutes, and we only put up 7 points.
Yeah.
These kids can, you can score in 10 seconds.
Sure.
And
that's the scary thing. You mess around here and run all these yards, run all the clock down, all of a sudden a big play on you.
Now that we got 7 points, obviously we want to score more. But
sure.
But at least having 7 on the board, if they were to score quickly,
that's right.
It's a tie ball game. Or go for 2, obviously, but one of the most impressive things about this team I've seen is their kicker.
That's right.
He's the coach's son. I need to find his name here. Give him a little bit of credit. We'll hunt that down and let you folks know that's listening, especially if there's any Bryan County folks.
Ty Wilson. And he can kick it.
Man, he's got a leg. We was watching him warming up, and ain't no doubt in my mind they just about got in field goal range earlier and had a couple had a penalty. We had a sack and a penalty that kept them out of field goal range there.
Yeah.
But overall, we played pretty solid.
We have.
Our defense especially. We were swarming to the ball, playing really aggressively.
We were talking earlier, we got 213 total yards. They have 8. They have 8 yards.
Oh, we just got a score update that we want to definitely go ahead and put out there, Joe. The score is 14-14, Benedictine and McIntosh. And this is a game that if we win this game, take care of business tonight, and if Benedictine can somehow upset McIntosh, we're the automatic 4 seed. There's no mini game, and we'll talk about that in just a moment.
I would lots rather have that than that mini game.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and lock up that 4 seed tonight if possible. What I was saying is Coach John said we had really good weeks of practice this week. Last week was a little different with Atkinson County. No disrespect to them, but it was kind of hard for them.
Oh, yeah.
They were struggling this year.
Tough to get up for that.
And our boys knew that, and it was tough to get up for that. And then also another game that was out of our hands. Vidalia took care of business for us that helped us. And so we had a little renewed sense of a renewed season this last week. Had something to play for. These seniors were really focused, and all the way down through our underclassmen. And had some pretty good practices this week. And Bobby got quiet confidence. I mean, he was real today. he was real calm and quiet and didn't seem upset. And I think he knew he'd done everything he could to get his boys ready for this game. Ultimately, it's going to be up to them on the field.
And he's done that. I mean, every game that they've played this year, they have been very well prepared for what the other team was going to do.
That's right.
And, that goes back to the coaching staff and to being prepared, watching their films, setting up game plans. Right. They have been extremely prepared. And Alma's, we talked about it last week, they're 4 or 5 plays from being undefeated.
That's right.
Ball just took some bad bounces and things happen, and there ain't nothing you can do about that.
Right. Execution. You can coach your heart out, and the kids can repetition. But you've got to execute on the field. And again, I've said these are 15, 16, 17, a few 18-year-old kids out here. And that's what it is. A lot of I can't imagine the pressure the college boys feel tomorrow, much less on Friday Night Lights. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough. It's tough.
But yeah, we're in a position now to we'll come back out and we're going to kick to Bryan County, and if we can get a stop there, Joe, and go down and score, I think we may. I don't say it's a nail in the coffin, but it'll definitely go a long ways toward hopefully sealing this game so that we can move on. We'll listen out for that score again. This game, if we win tonight, and if Benedictine is 14-14, it's nowhere near halftime there. I doubt it may be close, but again, that was a real fast half we just had, and we're going to kind of hurry up here. I apologize. We want to let our band members here. We're going to listen to our band. They got a lot of singers on their band, so I want to give them a shout out tonight. But
I need to make sure to remember that if we do get into the playoff series, that little mini series, it'll be Monday night in Long County.
I don't know the time, but it's going to be in Long County, and that's Ludowici.
Yep.
And that's about a 50-minute drive.
Sure.
If I had to guess, it's probably going to start at 7. I'm just guessing there. We will be broadcasting that live. We may not, like I said, if it's going to be a coin toss, it'll be a game played. If we're one of the first 2 playing, I mean, our game may not last 20 minutes.
That's right.
But we'll be broadcasting all the games, I'm sure. While we're there. So, again, we're going to have to rush here because I want to get our band folks. I want to also once again thank Foster Rowland Auto Mart of Baxley for being a sponsor all season long for this halftime show. I want to give a shout out to Shane Bennett. I think he's listening to us overseas. Hopefully he's got some other guys there.
We miss you, brother.
Yeah, Shane's getting a little nervous like us, I know, with no points there till late in the half. But again, I want to thank Foster Rowland for sponsoring us. And Joe, I appreciate what you do.
We'd like to thank the Subway. They donated some sandwiches tonight. We appreciate what they do for us here in Alma. They always donate to help out the schools and different things around and about the community.
That's right.
And we just appreciate y'all listening. Come out and support the Raiders, and we'll be back with you with the second half. And here come our Raider band. Thank you.
And music from Mission Impossible. The percussion section will be featured next with a presentation of the theme from Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. The band will conclude with the music from the movie The Mask of Zorro. The Raider Regiment is under the field direction of Drum Major Amber Perryman, Band Captain Drew Porter, and Color Guard Captain Caroline Vanderhorn. The percussion instructor is Daniel Ruiz. The Color Guard instructor is Cheyenne Lee. The band directors are Larry Freund and Crawford Harris. Tonight, we'd like to dedicate our halftime show to the seniors and parents of seniors, and we appreciate the many years of your work and dedication. Welcome, the Raider Regiment Band. We hope you enjoy our show. Tonight's dancers were Sierra Wheeler and Carson Dunson. The Raider Regiment would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the Bacon County Band Boosters for the work they do in the concession stand. We would also like to thank the Raider Nation for your support. Your support helps provide funding for our band program, which is greatly appreciated. Thank you, Raider Nation.
physical. They've got some very good athletes on, especially the defensive side of the ball. I would say, Lance, that their team probably mirrors our team as much as any team that we've seen in the region, as far as especially the type of offense that they run. Now, they don't seem to be running it as efficiently as what we do, and that could be because our defense is in the backfield. But their athletes, the size of their athletes, the size of their team, it appears to be almost a mirror image of what Bacon County, even their colors remind me a lot of us.
And we may have a couple of athletes more than what they have, and that might end up being the ball game here tonight in Bacon County. But, yes, very much so. As you look at the two teams, I agree, the colors, now that you think about it, they are very similar. Good-looking ball team. They definitely don't mirror the 3-6 record that they come in here tonight with, but we're lucky to come out of the first half with a 7-0 lead.
We sure
They're
are.
going to get the ball here to start the second half, and we've just got to continue to play defense. They've done nothing on offense. I was really worried about their offense to start this ball game. They've scored points on a lot of good teams and put up some good points against mediocre competition. So we've done a great job here early in the night here, stopping them on offense. We start the second half here as Wiley's going to kick it away.
There you go.
Ball's going to kick up at the 25-yard line. Number 8's going to bring it up to right at the 40-yard line.
Tackled by Jay Jackson.
We're saying number 8. It's always good to call a name, but we don't have a.
Actually, his name is Damian Dixon.
Okay, it's not in the program. It's just a.
Number 8 is not in your program. He is number 1 in your heart.
No.
He's a good-looking athlete. They spread us wide again. Got a fullback in a 4-point stance. You don't hardly see that anymore. Hand it off to him. And
he takes it. The
nothing
quarterback does a good job, though, of carrying out his fake.
Yeah,
if he'll keep doing that, it's the little things like that end up maybe coming back to pay big dividends for their offense later.
He actually fell forward for a little bit more yardage than what I thought. I thought we had him for about a 1 or 2 yard gain, but he got a 3-yard gain out of it.
2nd and 7, big time defense here. We need to just set the tone for this second half. We haven't done much ourselves in this ball game. Hadn't been a real pretty game. The ball's on the ground.
Looked like he picked
looks
it
like
up,
they
yeah.
fall back on top of it for a gain of about 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd down, and we'll call it 5. They do get back on top of the.
Boy, that would be sweet. Here comes Jacob Carver, young sophomore coming in, number 41. This may, I've seen him on the the kickoff team, but this may be the first live action in the middle of a game that has not already been decided. He's quite a physical specimen. He's played very good on our JV team, and he's had an outstanding week of practice from my understanding, and he's really pushing some of the guys, upperclassmen, for playing time. He's a man among boys in the 9th grade, to be honest.
They bring motion over here and stack that side of the line and run over
good
here
tackle.
to it as well. And Devontae O'Neal makes a great open field tackle. There's the number 2, Raekwon Love, puts a good move on him, tries to bounce it outside, and Devontae was having none of it. Tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Just going to be 4th down. Great play for the Raiders there on that stop.
You talk about a kid that's really picked his game up this year. Devontae, every week he's just getting more and more confidence, and he's becoming one of the mainstays on the offensive side of the ball, but also on the defensive side of the ball. I feel it's about as good as him covering anybody is. Oh wow, roll.
They punted away. It's going to be a nice return of on the punt there. It's going to be all the way down to the 6-yard line. The punter gets good mileage out of that roll as it hits about the 20 and rolls all the way down to the 7-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 7. Bryan County didn't do much, but they do have a good kicker here tonight.
Yeah, he's both their punter, place kicker, and kickoff specialist, and he's got quite a leg.
We've seen him put one in the end zone already on the kickoff. And
I hope we don't get to see him do that anymore tonight.
we was watching him kick 40-yard field goals out here warming up to start the second half, and he was hitting them. So we hope that this ball game doesn't come down
to a kicking game.
A kick.
We sure need to hold on to the football right here. There he goes.
We hand it off right up the middle to
Go,
Ronnie Peterson, and as he bounces it out to the left, and he cuts it back
cut the ball.
up,
Yeah.
and he gets it up to the 30-yard line. Nice run by Ronnie Peterson.
Great run. That was a great play. Gets us out of the hole, man. You know, he done that in the first quarter. Or first half, I'm sorry. He had a big run that got us out of a little bit of a deep hole that their punter had punted us into.
Ronnie will hit the hole hard every run.
He does.
And that's what he did there. He just kind of got by him and took it all the way up to the 30-yard line, a gain of 23 yards on the first play here by our offense of the second half. Nice start to this drive.
There goes
Ronnie again.
They're going to be tackling the football before long.
Gain of about 4 yards, 5 yards on that play. It's going to be second down, and we'll call it a long 6.
He's high-fiving his offensive line, giving them some love for the holes they're opening up.
Boy, this is a big ball game for our Red Raiders. We just need this ball game here tonight, and then I just hope things go our way over in the McIntosh-Benedictine game. Just to give you an update, it's 14-14 last we heard at the half.
Whoa.
Ronnie puts the ball on the ground. He fumbles the ball, and I don't know, it looks as though we may have fell on it.
They done another one of those.
Looks like they got it back. Yep.
Looked like another one of those run blitzes that about the time we touched the ball, they touched us.
So we put the ball on the ground, and turnovers have been a problem with us all year long. And we have fumbled it again here. Second fumble, I believe, tonight.
Yes.
And we give them great field position, just what we didn't want to do to start this second half. It would have been nice to put a drive together and kind of almost take the heart out of this Bryan County Redskin team. But instead, we make a mistake, and they do an end around here to probably their quickest runner, and he's going to be stood up, no gain, or I guess a gain of a couple.
Boy, did Drell Green close quick on that or what?
Yes, sir. They have tried that number 2, Raekwon Love, a couple times, and to no avail. We have speed on the edges on the defensive side of the football, and they just haven't found any room to run there. They had a good-looking play set up, but our defense was ready for the task. 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this third quarter. Just 5 minutes into this second half, we've stopped them, gotten it back, and fumbled it. Now they have it second down and 7.
Oh.
The quarterback follows the running back in the hole, and he has hit 2 or 3 times.
Boy, Richard Crawford and Drell Green, two of our hardest hitters, they met him.
And he's going to jog slowly over to that sideline.
Yeah. He don't want much of
He
that.
says, can I get some relief here, Coach? Coach is going to give him the play and send him back in. It's going to be third down and call it a long 4, big third down here. They may be in 4-down territory, however. But a big play here by Red Raider defense. 6 minutes and 40 seconds in the third period here, early in the second half. Our Raiders have coughed it up, put Bryan County in good field position. We've got to now stand tall again here on defense. Our defense is held all night. They've got a guy spread out wide right.
Oh, looked like he jumped to me.
Quarterback just throws up a jump ball. T.J. Wiley back on defense.
Intercepted.
He intercepts the ball. He's going to return it. They're going to call him down because he intercepted it in the end zone. Or he may have. Yeah, they're going to call it a touchback. You can't advance it evidently out of the end zone. He did have 1 foot outside of the end zone, but they're going to say a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Big play by the Raider defense again. T.J. Wiley that time making an interception. We have size on the edges.
Yes, we do. great play on the ball by TJ. He just went to the very height, to the pinnacle of where the ball was at, and he just flat out jumped the young man out there and took it away. He wasn't going to be denied.
That's probably something Bryan County's done all year. This is quite possibly their last ball game. They have nothing to lose. They're going to pull out everything they have, and that's
Look
probably
at the
something
middle of that field. Oh, goodness. We're going to have to try to take it wide or something. They're stacking it like everybody does eventually. Tackled by number 6, Deshaun Dixon.
A gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 for our Red Raiders.
We're fixing to have something. We're going to have to do something. Now, we're ahead 7, but we're going to have to do something if we're going to move the football. They're just creeping up farther and farther and farther. And,
well, we haven't tried to offset the snap count or anything.
No,
we haven't held them honest. They've been able to cheat on us a little bit, jumping the snap count. So let's see if we do some of that here. 5 minutes. Matt under pressure pitches it. They show good speed to make it the edge, but Greg, I think that's Greg, right? Is
yes,
it Greg,
it
right?
is. Uh-huh.
He breaks a tackle, shows his strength there. They had him dead to rights, a yard deep, and he breaks free and gets a first down. Another nice run.
That was one of those plays that, you look at Matt and you say, don't pitch it. Oh, great play.
Yeah, good pitch, yeah.
If it works, it's beautiful. If it don't work, it's, oh, boy.
Yeah, 1st and 10. We come away from that play smelling like a rose. Bryan County's been in our backfield all night. They've put pressure on us.
I really believe we can pick on this receiver out here. There goes Greg.
Yeah, we pitch it out right.
Oh, good play by
right.
that. Oh,
and we put the ball on the ground again, and they've come up with it again. It looks like they fall on it. It's 1st and 10, Bryan County. At the 34-yard line, we put the ball on the ground again, fumble. Trying to do too much, it seems, on offense. We're trying too hard. And we just cannot hold on to the football. And you see our Coach Bobby, just in disgust, takes his headset off, and there's nothing you can't. We've struggled with that all year, and we continue to make ball games out of ball games that don't need to be ball games, if that makes any sense to you. 1st and 10, Bryan County. And they just dive into nothingness there. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down, maybe a loss of a half a yard. So we've played turnover carousel here to start the second half. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this third period. We're probably all going home early tonight.
The way we're running both teams are running the football, which is not stopping the clock, and
nope. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 here as quarterback comes under center, and I thought
flops a big tight end.
Yeah, that is a big guy. They run that set, and they're going to go out of it, and we clobber the quarterback, and T.J. Wiley does a great job of bringing the ball carrier down. If he'd have got the corner, he'd have had room. A great play by both defensive players on that left side, guarding the strong side of the field.
T.J. really came up and sealed it, and so did our defensive end, or if it was a linebacker. I was watching T.J. wide. He played the ball, played outstanding.
DeJuan Merritt's usually the one over on that left side of the line, and whoever it was, they came up and laid the wood on that fullback or whoever it was blocking.
Yeah, when we saw the play coming that way, we really closed in a hurry.
2nd down and 13 now for the Redskins. They
Half
pitch it
back
out
pass.
to the left again. He's passing. We're in
got him
position.
Covered.
The ball goes incomplete. TJ Wiley was there.
Good play by TJ. He had it read the whole time.
We have been burned on that play earlier in the year, so
sure was.
Not a bad call at all if you're the Bryan County offense trying to make anything
to try
happen.
To kick this. It's going to be a 50-yard field goal. No, a 52-yard field goal.
It'll bring up 4th and 12 for the Redskins.
Yep, it's just.
Number 1, Ty Wilson will be attempting a
We're not going to rush him or do anything. We're just going to make sure that he doesn't try to do anything sneaky.
He can kick.
He can kick it, and the kick is up. It's going to fall short. It's going to be just short. It probably fell 2 or 3 yards short.
It's still right on the money.
I'm telling you, that kid's got a leg. So he was about 2 or 3 yards short on the 52-yarder, and we're going to have it 1st and 10. The good thing about that is in high school football, is unlike the pros.
Right.
They take it back to the 20-yard line, so it's almost like a field goal attempt and a punt all in one play there for the Redskins.
It's not a bad play to do, and it encourages teams to work on their special teams, which is another important part of football. I can remember when I played especially field goal kicking, there just wasn't a lot of it. It happened, but it just wasn't a lot of it. Nowadays, kickers one of the more, a very important part of the team.
3 minutes here to go in this third period. Antonio Madison there on the carry, nothing doing. Ronnie Peterson will now come in on 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 10. As Bryan County has been tough all night on defense. This is a good-looking ball club. Now we've given them some breaks, but this just does not look like probably in some other regions in the state this team wouldn't be 3-6.
No, we've noticed that DeJuan Merritt has not toted the ball tonight. He's had a little bit of a gimpy a little bit, and he's not been able, we just played him more importantly on the defensive side of the ball, and especially the position. There goes Greg. Oh, great play by there.
Greg run out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Just ran out of sideline there. Great pitch that time by Matt. Acted like he was going to take it up and then pitched it out. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4. I'm telling you, these guys are like gnats. They just won't go away. They're not.
Away. They're going to overcommit in a minute, and we're going. If our right guy has it in their hands, we're going to take it home.
They put Raekwon Love out on Devontae O'Neal up top. They've had that matchup all night. They've got 9 people up near the line of scrimmage, stacking the box. We break through for a gain of a couple, but they just have too many. And they stop us. It's 4th down and probably a long one. They do what they needed to do. They just put 9 up in the box and just dared us to throw the ball. And so
sure did. And TJ's going to get the opportunity to punt it.
Josh Jones is deep to receive, a sophomore for Bryan County. TJ Wiley set to kick it away.
Oh,
he was rushed, and he ended up shanking the punt. So there's going to be basically no net yardage on the punt, but they do come up to field it, fumble it, but it goes out of bounds. A lot going on that play. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Bryan County at the 25-yard line. Did they get a piece of that, or did they just? No. It looked like he just.
He caught him coming out of the corner of his eye, evidently.
Yep, there was some pressure on him, and he just probably was looking at that instead of making good contact. 1st and 10, we've given it to Bryan County. I think it's the 3rd time down here in this half. Our defense, praise the Lord, has stood strong. They fumbled the ball. The fumble is behind him, and he still fumbles it, and we fall on it. Yes, big play by the Raider defense there. I think the quarterback was playing basketball there. He kept bringing it between his legs and wheeling it around him, couldn't wheel it in. As Jeremy McClendon there, sophomore for Bryan County, just could not get on it. And we put pressure on him and then fall on it ourselves, so they turn it right back over to us. And you can probably see why this team's 3-6. They have some of those dropsies like we have.
I'd like to see us right now just try it, just to see what we can do downfield, because they're completely selling out to stop the run. I just don't think that their defensive backs is going to be able to cover.
If we had some kind of play where we could do like a little inside screen to Greg Wright or, you know,
Greg.
one
No,
of
that's
those.
Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie Peterson with a nice run up 7 yards.
Number 28, Ronnie Peterson on the carry.
It's going to be 2nd down and 3, but if we had some little quick hitter that just get our guy in an open space, you know, they have so many people crowded up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's right, yeah.
If we could just get them right in behind, and they're coming too, you know, some form of a screen pass or some little slip screen, wide receiver screen.
They're starting to blitz their linebackers like crazy, which is leaving them exposed on the corners.
At this point, a little tight end dump right over the middle would probably work. They just come hard. They don't on
Ronnie.
this occasion, and Ronnie Peterson makes them pay. He
just
brings it up
hurdled
to
the
the
front.
45.
He hurdled the line of scrimmage to get into the second tier.
1st and 10. Now the Raiders starting to take control of the ball
I think
game
we're
here.
tired of messing around. We're fixing to go ahead and put this one away.
Yeah, we've played patty cake with these guys for 3.5 or 3 quarters near about now with 30 seconds to go in this 3rd period. I don't even know that we're going to snap the ball again. We may have to. Yeah, we're going to come up to the line. 1st and 10. We have 2 set out to the left. And we run it right up the middle with Antonio Madison. He runs hard. There was just nothing there.
Fell forward for a couple of yards. And that's going to probably end.
Yeah,
Yes,
that'll end the
your
3rd
quarter.
period. So 2nd down and 8 when we return here. We'd like to thank C. Bennett and Johnson for making this broadcast happen tonight and all year long. We do appreciate you, C. Bennett and Johnson. We'll be back, Rev, just as soon as play resumes here. This is Lance Wade and the Right Reverend at 10th Street Church of God, Travis Peavy.
Church of my God.
Church of his God. Or as they affectionately call it now, Alma Church of God. Don't call it 10th Street, right?
Alma
Church of God, that's right. All right, we'll be back to you here as soon as 4th quarter resumes.
What is the score? 34 to nothing at halftime.
I think Coffee's going home.
I think Lowndes is number 2.
Lowndes is 2.
There was number 3 way between us and Coffee. Coffee been over there.
Well, it don't matter. Kaufman's going to wind up in the semis anyway. They have the last several years, man. Ain't even been the top 2 teams in the region.
I went and watched the big Camden last year. That was
It's 6-0 ball game right now.
2 years ago. They ran Jim and Harrison, or whoever they were playing, I forgot who they were playing, ran 42 plays in 4 minutes.
All right, so our Red Raiders resume here, 4th quarter, 2nd down and 8. And and Matt Thrift pulls the ball out. They blitz, and he was 1 step away from being giddy up and down the sidelines. They are just blowing up the snap count. We have got to alternate that snap count. They have been on us all night right when the ball was hiked.
Yeah, I don't know that we went on 2 all year long. I think we just do the same snap count.
11 minutes and 30 seconds, first play of the 4th quarter. Had disaster written all over it.
Great play by Matt Thrift.
And number 6, senior night here at Morris Johnson Stadium. And the seniors basically have been dominating this ball game. It's been senior after senior. We've called names tonight. And these seniors have put on a clinic here for us. Did I tell you it's going to be a sad day when that number 6 ain't out there
it
running?
is.
Have I told you that? Now, Bacon County, we're going to call a timeout. Big 3rd down here, too. You want to make sure you're on the right page. Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea, and I think we're getting on down close to to a delay penalty. I think it's a great timeout. We sure didn't need a 5-yard penalty.
Or the wrong play and busted play.
No.
You know, this is just a big moment in the game here. If we can go down and stick this thing in, make it a 2-score ball game, I feel pretty good about our chances here coming away with a victory tonight. But this Bryan County Redskin team, they're living up to their team motto. These guys have been tough.
They have.
So we have any other word on McIntosh? And
I keep looking, but I'm not getting any updates.
Last we heard, I think it was a 14-14 ball game.
That's correct.
Over in Coffee County, we hear that it's 30-something to nothing. Coffee County.
34-0.
Valdosta's laying the wood to Coffee County over in Douglas, Georgia tonight. That bunch over there is not happy, I promise you.
Oh, no.
Big play here for the Raider offense. 3rd down, and we'll call it 3. Thrift under center. He's going to roll out to the right. Good blocking.
Take it. Run.
He could run. Now somebody comes on him. He dumps it off. Great play. That play has been there all year when we've done it. You know, it just
seems off to Greg
though
Wright. Yes, it's a great play.
We've had a running back out of the backfield that can just kind of do right there. Greg, that time, he just sits down and just relaxes, chills out in a lawn chair there right past the past the yard marker. He was sitting there forever. I think Matt had green in his eyes there. He was getting a little greedy there, and he finally hit the check down. I think he was trying to go deep with the ball. Good play call and good play execution there by the Raiders. First and 10.
Keep it running. Keep those wheels a turning. Here we go back to the old bread and butter. Ronnie, stick it up north and south. Hold the football.
Ronnie's chicken winging that ball still.
Yep.
You know, you'd think if you fumbled a couple times, you'd tuck that ball in, but he runs hard, and sometimes when players do that, you're trying to fight for every inch you can get, and the ball can come out. Doesn't give him a good spot there. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. 10 minutes to go in this ball game. Your Red Raiders are leading 7-0, but it hadn't been easy.
No, it's been a fight. We seem to have had the game in control. They've not really threatened, but we just keep seeming to run into problems, albeit a fumble or a missed assignment or coming up a yard short and having to punt, a shanked punt. We've had a little bit of it all tonight. There goes Matt.
Matt keeps it this time, and there is yardage to be had. He takes it all the way down to about the 13-yard line as he took it off the left side. And that play just opened up, and you could tell right from Jump Street, Matt saw, he saw the green grass up ahead of him.
He sure did. That was a good play.
Beautiful play. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Thrift with another great play. Did I tell you, senior night here? And
man, you're depressing me. We're talking about.
I'm telling you, this number 6
I have enjoyed watching this kid play football.
Has toted this football team for 2 years now that we've been watching him.
If I ever have to go back in a foxhole, and I don't hope I do, but I sure want him in there with me. He's that kind of kid.
This offensive line has played a whale of a ball game tonight, you know. Not fooling anybody. We fumble the ball again, do we? I think we put the ball on the ground again.
We did.
That was Antonio Madison. He was hit immediately. I don't know that he ever had it. Looks like maybe we fell back on it. We're going to maintain possession, but we can't find a ball carrier that'll hold on to the ball, can we, Ref?
No, it's been a struggle tonight.
Tonight? 9 minutes to go in this ball game. 2nd down and 7. Let's go, Raiders. If we could, we're 16. We're on we're on the 12-yard line.
12-yard line.
So much hot air up here in the press box. There's a haze. Rev, if you just quit breathing, we'd be better right here. Ronnie Peterson off the
Get in
left
there.
side, and he is
Touchdown.
in there. Touchdown, Ronnie Peterson.
That was a great blocking by our offensive line, I just have to tell you.
That looked like the Red Sea when he opened it up right there. They just did a great job, and he scores. And that's going to make it 13-0. Big play here late in this ball game. 8 minutes to go, and Bacon County answers the bell. They score. That's what we had to do to win this ball game.
I think
right there,
so.
Red.
I agree.
Anything can happen in one play in the game of football. You always would like to be up. Well, you'd like to be up as much as you possibly could. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Great,
it's going to be
job.
14-0. But you feel a little bit better when you have a two-score ball game, and especially our defense, the way we've stacked up against their offense tonight. We've pretty much taken this game over here late in the ball game.
With 8 minutes and 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter, our Bacon County Red Raiders lead 14-0. We're going to take a quick break. I want to thank C. Bennett and Johnson and Subway. We'll be back in just a second. I just saw where MCA had a 20-yard, 70-yard detention. Yeah, that's the last thing I had.
To be kicking off for the Raiders. Back deep to receive for the Redskins, number 24, Paul Harris.
TJ's got it set up and fixed to kick it off. He's been kicking, not a squib kick, just a low liner to keep him from, and once again he does exactly that. They put the ball on the ground. Get him, Jacob. Oh, great play. Who was that? Number 12, a senior.
Kyle Wilson. A late flag comes in. I don't know what that's going to be about.
I don't either. It's probably an unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, who it's on, I have no idea.
I think two number 14s were tied up, so I don't. Or I saw our Devontae in the area there tied up with number 14 on their side of the ball, but we'll see what the call is. It's going to go against them.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yep. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike call. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
I'll take it.
That's going to back them up to about the 14-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Bryan County. 8 minutes to go. They're down 2 scores. Finally, Bacon County has made it happen on the scoreboard instead of just on the field. All night we've dominated this football game. We've never been in trouble all along. It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been all gravy, no problem.
Where they didn't, where Bryan County didn't spend a lot of time on our side of the 50 in the first half. They've spent the rest of the night on our side because of fumbles and different things like that. Oh, don't let him get away.
Their ball carrier keeps fighting, fights hard.
That was strong.
He's going to get up to the 21-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down, and we'll call it 4.
Number 4, Nick Scott. He's one of their better athletes. He's very quick on the defense. He's made a couple of good plays blitzing on the defense. And 2nd down and about 4. They've not thrown the ball quite as much as I expected them to try to throw the ball. They're going to shift out and then turn around and hand it off to this fullback.
And when they have thrown it, it hasn't been impressive. Not to knock them, but their quarterback isn't. He doesn't impress you with his arm strength or accuracy, and the few times they have attempted to throw has been basically jump balls. That's going to be a false start. Well, one referee signals one way and the other signals the other way. So.
Well, it can't be a false start on us.
Yeah, they did. Well, they did a false start, and then the judge on the other side of the field comes in and says, "No, I had something on Bacon County." They hash it out, and they ended up marking it off against Bryan County for the original call. So that's 5-yard penalty. Another big. Bryan County has not done themselves any justice here tonight as well. They've shot themselves in the foot a time or two. 2nd down and 8.
There goes the quarterback.
He
Good
keeps
play.
it, and he is going to be brought down right at the 21-yard line. So a gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Our defense, we just have too many athletes on the field for Bryan County, it looks like.
Well,
tonight.
our pursuit. We get to stringing them out because we're playing the corners like we're supposed to, which is to turn the runner back inside. And by the time he turns back inside, our pursuit is there all over him.
One thing we have not seen from this Bryan County offense tonight is any kind of misdirection, any kind of, get people moving in one direction and cut it back.
I'm calling for an interception right here, or either that or a sack. Lance.
Big third down here. They got a timeout, Bryan County, as Coach walks on, realizes that this is the ball game for them, and he just wanted to get maybe a look at how we were going to defend it. They've got a score here. So 3rd down and 4 when we resume. 6 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in this ball game, and basically our Red Raiders have just taken this from the start. I don't know what the stats are, but their offense couldn't have
Well, we had
many
213
yards.
total yards in the first half. And, you know, here I don't know if their offense has had 100 yards all night, be honest with you.
And that is a big-time shocker to me. I really thought that, you know, they would have more for us on the offensive side of the ball, you know, and that always scares me when we face that, because if a team can put up some points against us, if that's a possibility, we have been known to turn the ball over, and so we can kind of kill drives and do some things to hurt ourselves if they make us, you know, slow play it all the way down the field and execute the whole way.
Oh, man, I like this. This is fun.
They've got 5 wide receivers set here. People all over. They do a little pass, and Carino makes him pay.
They're calling incomplete.
Oh, it is incomplete.
Ground.
They're saying he trapped it, so it's going to be 4th down.
4th and 4. They're going to bring a punter in.
6 minutes to go.
Are they
this
just
ball
trying
game
to keep
down
it,
2 scores?
Are they just trying to keep it close? With 6 minutes left.
Well, they are deep in their territory. If they don't get it, it is the ball game.
Well, it is the ball game. That's true. But I don't, you know, 4th and 4, that's about as close as they've been to first down all night, really. Maybe a couple of first downs. Oh, they skip it. There you go.
This has about been their best play on offense tonight, is to kick it down there 40 yards. Well, that's just what they do. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders at the 37-yard line.
I just got a word from Mike Thompson. The total offense for Bryan County tonight, they have a total of 17 yards worth of offense.
Yeah, they have done absolutely nothing.
Well, there's a reason that they've got 17 yards. I mean, our defense has come to play ball tonight. But I would think by this time in the game they would be trying to do something to try to mix it up. Either that or they're ready to pack it in.
Our offense has been on the field all night as well. You know, we've turned it over, but when we haven't turned it over, we've had a good ball control offense. Our time of possession
Way to
is
lower
probably,
your shoulder, Ronnie. That's the way to run hard.
Sean, our time of possession's got to be 3-1.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Time that Bryan County's had it, so.
Ronnie's losing both shoes. He's running out of both shoes.
5 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this ball game. 2nd down and 5 yards, 14-0. Our Red Raiders are in control. We're taking care of business, doing what we needed to do here tonight.
As the coach signals in, our troops are beginning to line up, get to the areas that they need to line up.
Probably going to have to hurry here.
Yeah. There you go. Good
Ronnie
move,
does a great job of Ronnie does a great job of sidestepping in the hole. It says not that one. They're picking. Another one does a handstand down there to finish the play.
That guy's a lot of fun. He's a wild man, but he's a lot of fun.
I've been on the tail on the other side of where that defender was right then, and there's a reason why Ronnie's standing on his head is because he's already hit somebody in the mouth, and they say, you know what, you're not hitting me in the mouth again. I'm getting low. I'm going to get low.
Hello,
that's it. And so they fall down, and those feet feel a lot better than that helmet do, I promise you. 5 minutes to go now in this ball game, and the clock is Bryan County's enemy. We're just trying to finish out this game cleanly here tonight. Flag on the play. Did I say finish the game out cleanly? I've jinxed us. No gain on the play.
Looks like it was a mix-up on the play right there. I don't know if we was trying to do a counter. I'm not sure what exactly. You can see the players looking over. May have read the signals coming in wrong.
It's going to be a face mask call against Bryan County.
Wow. I'll take it.
It's going to remain first down.
Is it a 5-yard incidental? Or
I think that's what they're going to mark off. That's what it was looking like. Yeah, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to remain first down. So it'll be first and – well, it'll be 1st and 4. It's a spot foul, I guess.
Yeah, from where the foul occurred.
Four minutes and 35 seconds to go in this ball game. Red Raiders have gotten the ball here and just eaten up clock.
There goes Matt.
Matt keeps it this time. Hurdles one defender, sidesteps another, and he's got it wide open to the end zone, and he's going to go in and score another touchdown here. Late in this ball game, 4 minutes, Matt said, I've had enough of this. I'm gone.
Woo, I feel better.
So late in this ball game, our Red Raiders are just starting to finally take over and do what we were waiting on them to do the whole night. And you just see the athleticism starting to take over here late. And what used to be a 6 and 7 yard run, now those runs are turning into big gains. Touchdown, Matt Thrift.
Touchdown.
20-0 here. 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the ball game. Our Red Raiders are up 20-0. Wiley's set for the kick. And they were back there then. If they would have laid out, they possibly could have blocked that one. But it's 21-0. 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go in this ball game. Thank you, C. Bennett and Johnson, for bringing us this broadcast, and thank you, Red Raiders, for giving it all every Friday night and making this happen.
Boy,
we appreciate you, young man.
I've enjoyed watching these guys. The last 2 years, Coach John's come in here and the program has turned around, the attitude has turned around, and you know what? We're building ourselves a winner. A lot of these kids, we're going to miss these seniors, but a lot of these kids are going to be coming back next year, and we're just going to continue another year of the weight program, another year in workouts, and next year we're going to be a force to be reckoned with again. But you know what? It's going to be bad. I'm going to miss DeJuan. I'm going to miss Big Kyrie. I have so much enjoyed watching that young man play. Matt Thrift, all these seniors. We just really are going to miss them. A class group of kids, and then have really enjoyed them. Now I know the season is not over yet, but this is senior night here at Mojo, and they brought a lot of joy to my heart. I think about how we beat Lanier last year, and we just willed it to be done, and we turned him back inside.
They get smart, and they put their fastest guy, their playmaker in the spot that we've been kicking it all night, and he does pick it up and tries to do something with it. Nothing doing, though. That's Raekwon Love. We just stand him up.
What else can we say about number 26, Romeo Carino? Had a terrible injury, first game of the season, and he's battled back, got his knee all braced up, but he's in there playing for us now. He really brought a little bit of stoutness to our defense. We've had some teams that was running against us up the middle. He's come back, and he said, this is my space. Boom.
Yeah, there was just nothing happening after that. Ronnie Peterson celebrates a
tackle.
Good play, a tackle.
I got another one, Coach.
I think he made a mountain out of a molehill right there, but I enjoyed it. Second down.
Come on, man.
That's it. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. DeJuan Merritt gets good pressure. Ball carrier the receiver catches it. That's Nick Scott again, who we've been calling tonight. It's going to be 1st and 10, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. 1st and 10 for the Redskins at the 45-yard line. We were just a bit short of getting him there, getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, it looked like Richard fell down.
5 wide receiver set here again for Jeremy McClendon, sophomore quarterback for the Redskins.
There it comes. There he comes.
He's trying to get out. He throws a nice ball there, and it goes. The receiver should have caught it.
We had our guys well covered. I mean, they were well covered. But that was a great throw, to be honest with you. It was thrown towards the sideline where only his receiver could get it. Should have been caught.
Yep,
Should have been caught.
That was Raekwon Love. You know, he went deep and come back in a dig pattern there. He comes back for the ball, but it just hit him right off the number there. Great pass by Jeremy McClendon. Second down here.
Here comes a rush by
Merritt. You can tell he's hobbled by an ankle. And pass goes incomplete, thrown a little bit behind the receiver that time, intended for Troy Robertson. It's going to be third down now.
Well, there's a couple of these passes can't be the quarterback can't be faulted. He's hit these a couple of times tonight. He's hit the receiver, and the only place he could really throw it, and they've got to make them catches. If you're a receiver, you got to make those type
especially
catches.
This stage of the ball game.
Sure you do. Sure you do. Yeah.
Our Red Raiders are playing Devontae O'Neal over there on coverage.
If he had threw that where it was supposed to have been, Devontae would have took that one to the house.
Devontae was doing nothing but looking at the quarterback's eyes there, and when he threw it, the quarterback, it was like he saw it right at the last minute and just sailed it. Fourth down here. They're going to go for it.
Sure they are. 3 minutes left.
21-0. Our Raiders are up, but 3 minutes and 17 seconds here to go. This would ice the ball game essentially.
Boom!
And we have him wrapped up and throw him down. That's Greg Wright.
Well, man, he looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
The quarterback is sacked and thrown backwards an additional 6 or 7 yards. And he isn't happy about it either.
No, and you know what? This little old quarterback, number 11, he's really played.
Yeah, to be a sophomore, he's got a lot of fight in him, and he's thrown some nice balls. And
he don't like losing.
No.
And I don't blame him. I don't like losing either. If somebody likes losing, would they be considered a loser?
I was wondering who would like losing. If you've got any gumption in you at all, you
don't like
taking it on the chin. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left here as we finish up business to end the regular season.
Oh, we're going to pitch it wide to Greg Wright.
And he stumbles over the yard marker there and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not much. The clock is the enemy here for Bryan County. We're just wanting to stay in bounds. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this ball game.
That turf monster is a terrible. He's terrible.
It'll get you.
It'll get you. On a very cool, crisp night, we still got a lot of Red Raider fans that are hanging around looking, making sure we finishing this one out. Coach Johns calls a timeout to keep us out of a penalty.
Yeah, we're going to get every second we can on the clock.
Yeah.
2 minutes and 18 seconds to go in this ball game. We call a timeout. We'd like to thank C. Bennett and Johnson for making this broadcast possible and all they've done all year to sponsor Red Raider football, where we can bring it to you here over the internet. It'll be second down and 9 when we return. We're going to take a break with them here. We'll be right back.
See that?
So what's that mean for us?
Means we're going to play Monday.
Means it's playoff.
Yeah. You got 28-14. with 10:40 left. That's when they updated it. Yep.
We are back here, second down.
Oh, there go. Go. Oh, Drell.
Drell Green had it wide open. He cuts it up. He gets it down to the 27-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 4, and we have an update. Rev, give us an update.
McIntosh County Academy is up 28-14 with 10 minutes left in the ball game. So unless Benedictine can turn it around real quick, it looks like we'll be going to Long County on Monday night to play in a 3-team playoff. That's what I've been told, Long County.
Drell Green up the middle, and he gets the first down. That's going to be a big play. Big play for our Raiders here. 1:29 seconds. That's going to do this ball game in. Your Red Raiders are going to get a victory here tonight.
I believe we're just going to kneel on it from now on. A correction on that. I understand that Georgia High School has not decided yet. I was told Long County by one of the coaches, but evidently that's not been decided yet. So you'll have to be paying attention, listening to find out exactly where we're going to be playing Monday.
So we should just take a knee here. 1:06 seconds. We may run a play just to get some extra time. Antonio Madison takes it. It's going to be another first down when they finish marking that. So 56 seconds to go in this ball game. That'll do it. Rev, do you want to explain all the High School Association rules and how this playoff's going to work? Tell us a little bit about what we're looking forward to here Monday night, regardless of where we may be possibly playing.
My understanding is that if indeed, and they were leading 24-0 at halftime against Atco, if Toombs wins tonight, Benedictine loses, which it looks like that is going to be what happens, then Bacon County, us, Toombs, and Benedictine will meet at a neutral site on Monday to decide who is going to be the 3 and the 4 seed out of this region. So it's going to be 2 5-minute quarters. It is a GHSA rule, and whoever wins the first game, I believe, goes in as a 3 seed. And after that, the 2 remaining teams will play for the 4 seed, and that's how it's going to wind up being
it's going to be
decided.
A coin flip there to decide who plays first or whatever, how that works, right?
Or either that, or you put your name in a
just however they decide to do it.
However they decide to do it. Okay, well, Red Raider fans, you see another game has been completed. Once again, we want to thank C. Bennett and Johnson Insurance. We want to thank Subway, Shelley and Ron Williams for providing the refreshments up here tonight. It's been great of them to do it. And all of our sponsors, Cohen's out of Alma, Southeastern Propane, Flash Foods, we appreciate them. Foster Roland Auto Mart, we thank him for all that he does and has done in supporting our Red Raider broadcast this year. We encourage you to be sure and do business with our patrons. I don't know exactly if there will be a broadcast Monday. I haven't heard yet whether we'll be broadcasting the playoff game Monday, or for sure if we'll even be broadcasting the playoffs if we happen to go to that. I assume that we will be, but if not, Lance, I've had a great year. I've enjoyed being with you.
It will definitely be, yeah, absolutely. It's been an awesome time. We have fun doing this stuff, and it'll be an interesting night, Monday night, regardless if we're there broadcasting or not. I'm sure we'll be there, but it will be a different kind of football with 5-minute quarters and halves and really a lot going up there right to begin with to see if we can get in that first game, and then possibly play for the 3rd seed. You know, the way this thing can work out, we automatically think, man, it'd be nice to just go ahead and be in the playoffs, and I'd probably take that right now, but given this hand we're dealt, we have a chance of coming out of this thing with a number 3 seed. So,
it's all a matter of opinion. My understanding that the 4 seed may wind up being the more desired spot. So, because of the bracket that you get in, I don't know. I just want to get in. I want to get in. We're going to have to eventually beat anybody we play anyway. So, let's get in and let's take care of business and see what we can do. For Lance Wade, this is Travis Peavy. Be sure and attend the church of your choice this week. Remember, through all of this stuff is good, but Jesus Christ is Lord. We have a new president, but we got a King of Kings that has been on the throne forever. God bless you, and we'll see you again real soon.
Amen. God bless.